that. And try going sideways. Nope. So I'm going to have to go like this. Okay, well, I wanted to show you guys this book. It's called The Complete, let's see if I can get the glare off of there, The Complete Pattern Directory. If you can see there, let me get in there. I have a link below as well. And I wanted to flip through this. I wanted to do it horizontally, but apparently I can't get my act together here. And I don't feel well, so I'm sorry. But before I forget it, I wanted to show you this book. Now, it's a very big book. Let me show you the thickness here. So very, very large. But it goes through a ton of pattern categories. So if you are someone who designs surface patterns or just for art, you know, inspiration, if you're looking for color combinations or ideas, here's an example of flora, so chapter 1, and it goes through all different kinds of flowers, wildflowers, all different kinds. So it goes through flora and fauna, and then it shows all different things, geometric, pictorial, etc. And again, I have a link below to this, but here's just an example. Maybe I'll turn this down a notch. I feel like I'm getting a glare. But it is a beautiful, big honking book. And it's like 25 bucks, but it's worth it. And it goes through, look at this beautiful thing there. All through the thing. So you can flip to any random page and it shows you lots of different inspiration, and it tells you what century it's from, it tells you the author, it tells you all sorts of things, and you can go through all these different color combinations. Sorry, I wanted this to be horizontal, but look at all the fun patterns, and it just gives you inspiration if you're stuck in a creative block, whatever kind of art you do, surface pattern design, or just any sort of media, watercolor, acrylic, all the things. And it goes through and historically talks about the different people as well. So that's always helpful. And then it gives you the page numbers that that particular design person is on. So lots of historical content as well. So let's flip to, oh, look at the little dogs. So cute. Look at these little guys. So, yeah, so much fun. Are those guinea pigs? I think those are guinea pigs. That's cute. From the 50s there, 1958. So, all sorts of inspiration. So if you're looking for sort of an offline investment, this book may be for you. I think it's just really cool. It goes through all the different checks, all sorts of good stuff. I mean, you could stare at this all day long. Lots of great stuff. Again, color combos, all the things. Stripies, textile, if you're a textile designer. Great book. Let me go back to the front so that you can see that again now that I have a few more people in here. But it is The Complete Pattern Directory by Elizabeth Wilhide, and over 1,500 designs from all ages and cultures. And it is really a special book. It's beautiful to look at. It's got like the William Morris cover on top. But yeah, I think that if you're looking for something inspirational, let's just flip. Let's go to another. Look at that. Again, you're not going to like everything in here, but great stuff. And if you need help sort of drawing, textural things, look at that. I love that little scratchy bit, but very, very inspirational. And sometimes we need just a little outside influence, you know? We need a little reminder in our brain about what's in there. And sometimes you're just stuck with a creative block and a blank page. And so this can kind of get you going, even if it's just taking little bits of like the flowers out of here and going with that in a different color, and then adding your own shapes and things to it. So you're not copying necessarily, but you're just taking inspiration from this. Look at these tiles. Oh, they're so pretty. Has anyone else seen this book? I ran into it. I've had this now for just a couple months, and I hesitated to get it. It was kind of pricier. I used a gift card, as I'm wont to do, but I really like it, and I love looking at other people's art because it's just I love art. I'm an artist. I love other artists, and I think all these tiles are amazing. Amazing. Ooh, look at these colors. So it goes through by chapter and, categorizes all of that. And again, there's lots of history in there too. And as a teacher, it's always good to have a history lesson. Lots of cooking things. So if you're struggling about proportions and drawing, there's also help with that as well. So those safety pin patterns, linen-y things. Oh, that's like that marbling, like bookend papers. Lots of fun. So I thought I'd just pop on. I need to start figuring out when I can do a regular live with my painting. But as you can see, I'm struggling figuring out which my phone, I should say, is struggling with wanting to do the horizontal. And I much prefer the horizontal element. And when I put it in my little phone thing, which I'll show you, is this thingy, which I love, but when I put it upside down in there, then it's the wrong way around. So still trying to figure all that out. What can I say? I didn't go to school to do lives on YouTube, but I'm thankful to watch other people and learn from them. Oh, look at this. This is fun. Messy, splattery, crazy, tie-dye-y, all the things. So if you're looking for a book, that is one. Why I have you on here, I have another book also that I got. Let me grab it here. Sorry, hopefully I'm not making you seasick. It's called The Sketchbook Idea Generator, and this is a really unique book. You may have heard of it before. Jennifer Orkin Lewis, and what's neat about this, it is divided up into 3 sections. So you can see these flappy things here, and it goes through subject, medium, technique, and colors. So you can randomly flip however you want to do it. For example, we've got an abandoned castle. That's the subject. And then I can go boop and land on that. So now I've got an abandoned castle with mixed media. And then you got to find a way to keep it. And and then it has these little color palettes. So then you can flip randomly, close your eyes, or just pick whatever and then land on that. So I've got here sage and deep peach. So you could do an abandoned castle with mixed media. I lost the page. And sage and deep peach. And that can also just jumpstart your journaling, jumpstart your art. So that is a fun book. Sometimes it's medium of your choice, but look at that. And I did not put a link. I can, when I'm done here, I can remember to put a link down below for this, but super fun book for people that need a little inspiration, like we all do. And so again, that is the Sketchbook Idea Generator. And also, while I have you, if I can reach it, where is it? Here it is. The Zoli, I don't know if that's how they say it, Zoli Palette Scout. This took me a really long time to get because when I ordered them, I think they were out and then they had to come from wherever they come from. And it took several months actually to order, so I'm not going to guarantee this will come to you quickly. But when you order it, this is what you get. It's almost like a game box, type of thing. And it's got this little thing here. It has some little booklet. Let's look at that first. And sorry, I'm doing all this one-handed. So it talks about values, intensities. So lots of little quick guide, color wheel, hues, Does it fold out? It folds out. It's a foldy outy thingy. Making your first palette. So what you do, let's just pull one of them out here. So here's an example. This is called hibiscus. And this is like a super light pink, which isn't showing up the best here in this lighting, but it's very pretty, sort of blush pink, I would call it. They're calling it hibiscus. And then on the back is also hibiscus. But if you notice, it has these codes here, and they talk about that in the instructional booklet about how to deal with your codes and things. But you could just pick out a few and go ahead and paint with those colors, and you can do it more randomly. There's a whole bunch in here. And there are instructions about how to use the book in the most efficient manner, which is not how I'm saying to you right now. But if you just want to be completely random and just pull them out, you can do it that way. But they're very pretty, and sometimes we just need a color palette inspiration, right? You know, maybe you're picking out a pattern from this book, and you're like, what colors do I want to do? There are so many. Sometimes I just look at the color wheel, and I kind of land on one and go from there, but sometimes we need a little help. And let's see here. It also has these thingies. Okay, so it's got, again, in the little booklet, you can read about how to use it, but the tones and intensities, so diluting these things, the different values, and then it talks about the complementary color for that, the monochrome, if you wanted to do that, analogous, or split complement, or triadic. And that also will help you out if you're someone who struggles with color theory. They've laid it out super nicely. So that is the Palette Scout. Now, I signed up for their emails, so I know that they have some other products as well that I haven't gotten. But if you're looking for something that is, along that line, these little box of prompty sort of things. I know there's the, what's her name? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The big blocks of, what's her name? She does a lot of coloring. It's on the tip of my brain. The color cube sort of thing. That I don't have that yet. I know a lot of people do, but that is another sort of system that you can use for picking out colors and getting inspiration and things that go well together. You can also look, of course, at photos of nature, because who does it best but the Lord, right? In matching colors. And you can learn a lot from that and what goes together with that. But I just thought I would pop on. I have sort of two motives, partly to, one is, of course, to show you those resources. And another motive is to figure out how to do my live stream so I can do it on a more regular basis without being, hey guys, thanks for joining. But what was I saying? I have a cold again, so I'm losing my train of thought. But I wanted to figure out how to do a live stream on a regular basis. I kind of work with minimal equipment because I'm doing 40,000 things, and not technologically gifted in that sense of the word, but we'll figure it out, right? But this thing's a neat thingy. This little, you can see my messy room here. You stick your phone on here, and it telescopes down, and it works really well. So I've got my oil pastels hanging out. I've got my paintings hanging out, things that I'm working on, my favorite iridescent Sennelier, oil pastels, my Prismacolors. These are all the things on the table, and I thought I would share those resources with you, and I hope you have a great day. Just hope that I can figure out my live stream on a regular basis. I think 1,500 videos on my channel. So if you're new, thanks for dropping by. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. And check out all those videos in the meantime. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a great Saturday.